All right, everybody. It is now my honor to announce our guest, Nathan Bechtold.
Hi. Hello.
What's up, Nathan?
Hi out there. How you doing, everybody?
Thanks for being on this show.
No, thank you. Long time coming.
You're awesome. Right. You're the president of Indiana Filmmakers Network, which is huge deal in Indiana. I mean, I've done a lot of projects with you in the past decade. I'm so excited to talk about all the stuff that you do. So again, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So you are you're a producer, an actor, voice actor, right? You're a professional review artist.
I wear a lot of hats, and this one's the only one that fits me. So yeah, I've done a lot of things in my life.
Under the umbrella of being the president of Indiana Filmmakers Network. Look, I love that. A script doctor, creative consultant. So if people need something in for under the umbrella of filmmaking, you are the guy.
I try to help, and if I don't, I've always been called a facilitator. So we do have the network, and the network's one of the largest cinematic arts collectives in the Midwest. We have 13,000 plus members. They're not paying their dues, mind you, but we do. They're out there, and that's on all of our socials. Those are active accounts that we go through and we know that they exist. So if there's somebody, I don't know what I'm doing, I know people in our network definitely that can help.
Yeah, I mean, this is a powerful group of people. I mean, just the projects we've done alone, working on some major films.
Look at that group of people.
And music videos.
Hey, I know
things.
some of them.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah, and it's great. And you guys have a lot of you host monthly meetups,
correct,
workshops, industry panels.
Yeah.
Okay, and I hear you have one coming up this Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. So the Indianapolis group meets every last Tuesday of each month at the Box Media Production Space here in Indianapolis from 6 to 9, unless it's a special occasion. Doors open about 6 o'clock, and we run from there. And every month is something different and focused on the cinematic arts within, the industry.
Yeah.
So we talk about intellectual property law, acting, writing, scoring, music, anything and everything.
It's so much that goes in. It's kind of like a hairstylist or something. Like if you don't do one, there's a lot of levels to this. Like you can go a lot of ways if you're interested in filmmaking.
And this is Tuesday, February 25th, correct? Next Tuesday.
I would imagine.
I'm like, what's today?
What's the last Tuesday of the month? What's the last Tuesday of the month?
That's
February 25th.
Okay, then that's it.
Okay, perfect.
Forgive me.
If we go to indianafilmmakers.org, we can figure out all of that as well.
Correct. And we're trying to get people to go onto our Facebook page, which is Indiana Filmmakers Network on Facebook right now.
Okay, and it has a 25 logo.
It has a 25th anniversary logo, yes. And it definitely will have everything listed there. On the website, we're doing our 25th anniversary launch. So some of the hubs have changed for this year. And so forgive us, we haven't updated that hub page. So some of those...
That's okay. The website looks great.
Thank you very much. Yeah. That's the Evansville group. So Evansville...
Shout out Evansville.
They're wonderful. They have anywhere between 12 to 40 people monthly.
Oh,
so
cool.
They've been doing gangbusters. Over the years, we worked at Hammer Grip and Lighting. We just local sources, so we go field trips, different studio spaces.
And Evansville's gorgeous. I've been there a few times. I've got a girlfriend that lives up there.
Yeah, we work with every year we help with James Moriarty and Moriarty Media do the Carmel Film Forum. We like work with the Indy Film Fest, multiple festivals across the state, like River Bend up in South Bend area.
Yeah, it's like it branches out to all parts of Indiana.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah, and we were talking before the show how I've done a few projects with James E. Mortier as well. And what you guys are doing is really cool. I mean, it was just years ago we were all, we would meet at these beautiful places and just talk filmmaking. And you guys are trying to grow Indiana's independent film scene, right? And connect different creatives and stuff. So it's all a thing.
That's our goal. I mean, it's not just about the kids or of any age that are learning film for the first time. We do set etiquette programs, on-set safety. A lot of people that we
cool. You bring in the kids.
All aspects of filmmaking.
All aspects of film and media.
These kids, I mean, they are so awesome at such a young age, and some kids know what they want, and they're like, maybe a young kid wants some. They're brilliant. So that you're doing that for the kids, I didn't know. That's really cool
for the children.
We do a whole bunch of different kinds of programs. I wish I had. No, I will also say, or I'll take the moment, we are looking for volunteers to help us across the state, because that's what keeps us going. We do have a $20 a year membership fee.
That is so cheap.
It's been that way since 2002, and I fight to keep it that way.
I love that. Any of these apps out here are like $100 a year, or else for like editing.
It helps keep the lights on and make sure that we can do free programming. Now we do have paid programming as well. So we have a pitch clinic that we do. This is our 8th year of doing that, but we are charging for that because we have specialty guest speakers like major producers and stuff attached.
Sure, yeah.
And we're giving out funds. We're giving out money.
Okay.
So that is actually being solicited now through. It'll be on the website by the end of the week, and throughout. It's on Facebook and our socials. And that'll be in April.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that. That's in tandem with the Indy Film Festival.
That's cool.
And it's a lot of work.
Yeah, well, it's like there's something for everyone. If you're just at any age, if you're just a beginner, want to learn, or if you have a certain aspect of filming you want to learn about, or if you're if you're a professional filmmaker or director and you want to help out this amazing organization, you're the president of this, so you are the guy to come to, right? So
well, let me just say, so it
Nathan
started.
Bechtold, remember the name?
Thanks. It started about 25 years ago. Gene Rulon, a number of people. I
remember her.
Yeah, it's by the Film Commission, co-sponsored by the Film Commission for the state of Indiana, and it had ebbed and flowed through a lot of different great people like John Blankenship and Tom Johnson and Nick Savage and a couple
great
of people.
Sound guy, John Blankenship.
Oh, he's wonderful.
Yeah.
And so they took over. I joined the board in 2008. I think
question mark?
Well, it had to be around that time. And then I started the Lafayette hub, and then another hub, and another hub, and another hub.
Cool.
And we expanded. We moved from Indianapolis, basically this being a group of professionals talking, to open it up to public education, things like that.
Dang.
And then in 2015,
really just growing it. That's
up
sick.
until COVID, we had 9 active hubs meeting monthly, plus a 10th traveling hub that was do education at like libraries and stuff, and high schools and colleges. And we were really doing very well going into COVID. Like COVID really kicked our butt, as it did a lot of people. And it's just been. I wanted to get to our 25th anniversary. It has been a rocky road. I will freely admit that. But with the support of our wonderful members that do support and do come out to our events and get engaged.
Yeah.
Again, we have
Keeps
about
it alive.
10,000 plus people on the main state IFN group. It gets a little cluttered because sometimes people in
That's
posting,
a lot of people.
people posting from Evansville or people to Chicago. Be very clear of where you're going to need people. Like if you're in Louisville, I need people tomorrow. Well, hey, I'm in Chicago.
Let me figure this out.
Yeah, it's a little daunting on the main state page, but we're trying to get people back to the other hubs to support their local communities and get engaged there.
Okay.
Because before COVID, they were very active. It's just more people want to use the main state group on socials now.
Yeah, looking for some volunteers to get involved with this.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So on the website,
just keep that tumbleweed rolling, babes.
click hubs there, and you can kind of see all the meeting days.
Yeah, now please be mindful. Some of that information needs to be updated. So we are currently updating that. Peru's still going. Evansville is on a hiatus right now, but we're doing 4 special events there this year. Lafayette is constantly going. I run that myself. Fort Wayne, we do specialized events. Indianapolis is monthly. Terre Haute, we have 4 special events through the year. Muncie, we do a thing with Ball State every. Right now, I think we're doing quarterly. Southeast, I don't know what Southeast is doing because our hub leader decided to not do anything.
I love that. I love hub. I don't know the hub leader.
We do also have
we
also have multiple affiliates like Kokomo Filmmakers, Columbus Filmmakers.
When I say
keep an
this
eye on
is
the
a
website.
lot, this is a lot, and that you are covering all of Indiana. That is so cool. I mean, like if you're in Kokomo, if you're in Evansville, if you're in Indianapolis, all of these things, like
we're
if
in your
it's not
neighborhood.
near you, then it's going to be
You get
near
an
you.
IFN,
And if you are wanting us to come to an area, depending on what it is, if we're able to do that with our bandwidth, we will
get
come.
it going, right?
We will come and do an event.
Gather your people in that area, and you'll get it started, President.
Correct.
Right?
We're doing a thing in Wabash in May. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
So I'm very excited for that.
Just like so it's like the Indiana Filmmakers Network, and it's like pew 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 pew, and it's got all these little.
We do monthly events also in Northwest Indiana, so we're in Cherville, Maryville, Crown Point. So that's monthly, and they do extra stuff. So we work with like Only Believe Studios, a lot of micro studios like the Box, Blackstrap Media in Evansville. We work with the studio bases so that we're trying to get. They're doing wonderful work already, but it's nice for like other filmmakers to know that those exist. I think a lot of creatives don't know what's in their own backyard, and that's what we try to help facilitate that.
Right.
So we're working with like Film Indy. They're actively building up a new resource guide as well. So that's one thing that IFN had done for many, many years is our resource guides. We're very prideful of that. But we worked with Indiana Film Indiana. And that's now ran through economic development. So they're doing their own thing.
Right.
And we're not trying to step on anybody's toes, but the whole point
just
is
helping to facilitate.
The whole point is working
it's
together.
A lot of, it's kind of like the backbone of you're just helping facilitate all these different people and areas.
Yep. We will have also in Indianapolis.
For the love of filmmaking.
In Indianapolis, we will also have we have mixers coming up. Okay. Those are just no focus, just the mix, mix and mingle.
Okay.
We also work with
chat with other people that love the same passion.
There's great youth cinema here. There's youth film festival. A lot of great resources across Indiana.
All right.
Yeah.
The time goes by so fast. We have to do a soft cut for the ABC broadcast, but we're going to hang out. Nathan, you got a little bit more time to hang out?
I do.
We'll get a little loose. We're going to see if he's going to be brave enough to try that Pepper Palace
I don't know.
Concoction.
I literally hate
So
it.
Renee, take us out.
I hate hot sauce, but if you do a baby drop, I might do it as well. Only
okay.
if you do it.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see after we cut. You have to be streaming with us live on this Wednesday night.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you to Nathan Bechtold so much.
Oh, my
You're
pleasure.
amazing. Thanks for being on the show. President of the Indiana Filmmakers Network. I almost said that weird. Indiana Filmmakers Network.
Any questions, contact us. I'm free. I will get with you. I might be a little slow, but I will get with you.
Find them on the Facebook page.
Absolutely. And thank you to all of our sponsors and all the viewers. We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye, ABC.
Bye.
Bye. Let's eat some hot sauce. No, I can't do it.
Glug, glug, glug.
Glug, 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 glug.
All right. So we're still live on all the platforms, and
But now we can relax.
now we can breathe.
Oh, let me take my pants off.
Let me unbuckle my belt here.
That guy can just, my gut can hang.
That escalated really
That's
quickly.
me at the end of every night. Like, oh
my God.
Let's see that box of hot sauces, Renee. Or
Did
Nathan,
we have a little video
Let's
we
see
were
that.
going to show too with this?
Oh yeah, we didn't show Nathan's.
I forgot.
Oh yeah, let's show that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to introduce it. You forgot.
I did.
Let's look at it right now.
I'll have to write it on if I'm going to
In a
do
world, one man.
In a world. Yeah. So here's a little.
Okay, voice actor.
here's a
I
little
need
promo.
you to. Nathan Bechtold is going to give us a little doodad about. Okay.
What?
Pepper
No, we're gonna
Palace.
watch this video. What are you talking about?
No, we're gonna watch that. What, the IFN? Yeah. Okay.
In a
Okay.
world
Move the
where
case.
Pepper
Renee.
Palace
Kudos to
wasn't-
Jared Moisture for this.
All right, here
I'm
we
a
go.
mess.
Hey there. Are you interested in film? Do you want to create, learn, and be inspired? Then come be a part of Indiana's premier creative community. Indiana Filmmakers Network, Inc. is a state-level nonprofit organization with hubs across Indiana, helping connect filmmakers, actors, writers, and creatives of all kinds. Find out how you can get involved at indianafilmmakers.org. New look, new direction, new IFN.
Honestly, I thought that was the
Yeah.
Pepper's Palace video. I forgot about that. So I was
no
like,
Wow.
Vanna White on this. I'm like Pepper's Palace, but
The only-
that video is cool though.
The only hot sauce in that video is my voice.
It was hot sauce.
Talk to us about your voice acting. That is so cool. I've always wanted to be a voice actor. And if you have any leads on that, any emails I can send,
Everybody, no offense, but everybody wants to be a voice actor,
right?
So, and I'm not a professional voice actor in that sense, but I've done it.
Sounded good to me.
I went to when I was in Chicago. I did a lot of commercials. I did commercials at the state of Indiana. I did Toys for Tots commercials. You might have remembered me back in the day. I did the voice of Elmo and Mickey Mouse for charities.
Oh.
Thank you. Okay. I'm not doing that. No, I'm getting over a bit of it.
I was thinking to
on.
act like, and then you
Give
answered
us a little taste.
But yet,
You're like, no.
Come on. Whoa.
I love you. Yeah.
What the? That's crazy.
oh boy.
Wow, that's awesome.
There you go, everybody.
I live for Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, all of it. That's really cool.
And so a lot of voice actors are musically inclined, so they have dynamic. They can, they know how to. They have structure in their throat.
They can like move their
And
voice.
if you are really serious about
Like a
doing voice
ventriloquist.
acting, yes. If you're really serious though, you really want to vocal exercises, just like you're going to sing.
Absolutely.
And I'm not overly a working professional. I've done a lot of films, and that is one of my passions. So I love doing that. IFN takes too much of my other time. What I do for a living, I didn't talk about that, but I write script. I'm a script doctor, creative consultant, freelance. Do that as freelance. But what I do for a living is I write studio reviews for upcoming films. So I work.
So wait, you get to watch movies for a living? So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
You
rough
would
life.
think.
On
is
the
work.
low,
not all glamour.
are y'all hiring? Can I? You're
So-
like, this is the slot, and I got it, and you can't.
Kinda. So
Dang,
I
you're
did
lucky.
articles for magazines and stuff. I kind of lucked into all of that many years ago, and 20 something years ago.
5 minutes left in our giveaway, by the way. There's still time to go to
And the
inlook.tv. Yeah.
I
Sorry,
want to
go
win
ahead.
some good stuff. Anyways, so yeah, about 20 something years ago, I was so this where I work. Yeah, I mean it's amazing. So what I have, like I said earlier, I have seen the hero's journey told 1,000,001 ways. So, and I come to the IFN meetings for years, right? So if I haven't absorbed some education and be able to regurgitate that, I will tell you who to go to. But myself, like, yeah, I do workshops based on like script writing workshops, world building workshops.
Well, you're going to see me at your next workshops because those are the exact things that I am trying to,
Actually, we're trying to set up a voice acting workshop. We used to, the last ones we did was with Indy Stage Studio and Screen at Broad Ripple Effects many years ago.
Yeah.
And that's just basically how to read simple sides for like a commercial spot or things like that, and just work on your inflection in your voice and stuff like that. Because
it's hard
your
to
speaking voice. In a world, one man on a mission.
Oh, damn, you're
See,
better than
I
me.
realized that a few years, like 5-6 years ago, I was
Autobots,
like,
roll
my
out.
singing
stop.
voice is different than
Getting
my
warm.
speaking voice. You have to learn to differentiate the two when you're a voice actor because it's like it's not like you're singing pitch. You have to learn to like change your pitch sometime, but your speaking pitch.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's an exercise you have to flex. You got to keep constantly doing it.
Yeah,
I would
like you
say
said, vocal exercise.
story reading. I used to read when I was younger, so I did Circle of State in high school. So singing and stuff like that, but and that helped with a lot of dynamic because I have bad breath. I mean, like, not bad breath, bad breathing, bad breathing.
I knew what you
I
meant.
thought it smelled something.
bad breath. you
My
know.
breath
Salt,
support
garlic.
is so bad as well. I know exactly.
But it
My
does.
breath support. I'm like, how do I improve my breath support as a professional singer? I'm like,
It
ooh,
does. So you
I
have
think
to do a
I'm born
lot
that
of
way.
exercises to build your diaphragm up, and it's the same mentality. And then there's a lot of great free resources for that. I mean, I get asked that kind of question all the time. Now, that again, I'm not a professional at that. I have done professional work, and I have friends that work in the industry, like from major cartoons and video games.
Yeah.
And I find that fascinating. I'm all about animation. I grew up with that. I was a comic book guy.
It's
So
crazy how
I am
it's
still a comic book guy.
progressed.
But I
Did you
I
see
do more writing.
Renee's wall down in her studio
downstairs.
with all the comic
did.
pages?
Yeah.
And we were kind of chatting before the show how we may not first have met, but one of the first times we kind of may have worked together was when we went to that documentary about the chef John
Schnepp.
Yeah, that he ripped
Superman Lives.
Rest in Heaven. Yeah, with Nicolas Cage as Superman with the long black hair. And that film never saw the light of day, but that is a great documentary.
It's out. The film is out. It's on.
Like the actual Superman.
Oh, no,
with
no,
Nick
no,
Cage.
no, no, no,
Because
no,
I
no,
thought,
no.
yeah, they stopped
The documentary,
production.
yes.
Oh, they were
Though
so
you
close.
can kind of see a really bad.
You didn't. I loved
Flash,
it.
The Flash.
I was like Nick Cage as
So the
Superman.
Flash movie
With
came out a couple-
AI, I feel like
Yes.
we could finish that movie.
Come on.
The Flash from a couple years ago tried to put Nick Cage in there and did a CG version of that, and it was for fan service. I have.
I'm down
Nick
for
Cage is
Nick
everywhere.
Cage being
Yeah.
anything and everything.
Speaking of AI,
You're like, I don't know.
What are your
Nick
thoughts
Cage.
on AI and how it fits into the filmmaking world?
So we
You into
had a
it?
workshop on that, and we're going to actually be focusing on because we have graphic designers and animators working on augmented reality and stuff. So we've done major programming on that last year. We do have that coming up through that year. Don't ask me when. We're still saying it all. But yeah, AI is an issue. So I would say, okay, it's a good tool. You could utilize it to help your creative spark. You can use it to get ideas, manifest your ideas more, maybe give prompts to the AI, chat GPT or whatever. Fine, but you've still
But
got to put the
don't-
work. Don't rely on it. And
See, yes.
a lot of independent, it'll write scripts for you.
Oh, I know.
And
That's why I
and
almost, use it as a tool, and people are coming in here stomping on actual people that have done it for decades.
Well,
it's like,
I help with
I get it,
NaNoWriMo,
but-
and that's National write a novel in a month thing. I would never do that myself, but I've helped clients do that throughout in Lafayette. I do that, and I'm not calling out a particular client or nothing, but she definitely used ChatGPT to fill up her gap to help write the novel.
Well, the
and I'm
thing
like,
is,
she's
it's
way
like,
ahead of where she should have been.
And it kind
And
of shows because it's too good, or it's like it's not the same style
repetitive.
as it. Right, and it's lacking this almost like a robot where it's lacking this like pure.
But it can.
It's a good tool if you use it as a tool. Just don't let it do it for you.
The same thing happened. I was just at Half Price Books a couple weeks back, and they had a whole bunch of like Dolly Parton coloring books, and I think Travis, somebody else.
I love Dolly.
Well, they were all AI made. Her hands were literally melded into a guitar. And one of the other ones, he had like multiple fingers, and it's a coloring book, granted, but they couldn't have paid an artist to at least go through that.
That's a nightmare
edit.
fuel.
They threw them away, as far as I know. They actually took them off the shelf.
And that's what's the scary thing is sometimes you're like, dang, if that ain't.
Yeah,
is that AI when you're looking at it on Facebook and all the comments
I don't
like,
trust
AI.
anything anymore.
Well, look, yeah, that's where we're going.
It's like
trust
NASA,
nothing, right?
and
Nothing
I'm
on
like,
Facebook.
it's from NASA, and still you don't even know.
Even if it's a
AI
positive thing, I'm
it's
like,
getting bad. It's getting bad.
so bad.
And that's when it gets like, can I talk about this now? Because
I'm glad you feel the same. We like to ask that question. How do you feel about AI? Because it's just like I feel like it just kind of takes away from these natural. But we do use it as a tool.
Sure.
Photoshop.
And
like
you said, it is really really helpful as a tool. But dang, if we ain't been doing this the whole time the hard way, I feel like I don't want to do it that way.
I feel like it's one of those
exactly.
I feel like it's one of those things to where this always kind of happens with new technology. Emergencies, even industry, robots. The robot's going to take, and I figure let's just cut to the chase. It's not going to go away. So let's learn how to kind of live with it and merge with it, maybe.
And it's already updated so quickly, so fast. That's kind of the scary. I think in a year, all the
stick that chip in my brain. I'm ready.
All the fingies are going to be gone in a year. And
those are kind of there. By the algorithm, they're kind of put there purposefully. I mean, I had a conversation with somebody. I do not know this for a fact, but I had a conversation with a designer friend of mine at Purdue that works in like literally programming, and they say a lot of those little bugs are actually kind of put there purposefully.
Oh.
Not originally, but
like HTML type.
But they're purposely making things so you can spot the differences,
like the hands,
the hands, or
because they don't want to see how advanced it is. They're trying to give it to us a little bit at a time. Like Apple.
I don't know. But I think that could.
I do. Yeah, no, I bet the AI is so advanced that they didn't want to show us how advanced it is right now. They're like, it's like Apple.
I'm actually AI right now. I just to let everybody know.
Can you let me know how? Because we want to
really
be alive for like 500 years. I love ChatGPT. Like ever since the only reason I love it, and I was stubborn to come. To do it, but like Google, my whole life, I've always wanted to learn, and Google just makes you feel so stupid, right? You're like, you type in your thing, and it's like, it just gives you nothing, right? You can type a half-wit, barely a thought on ChatGPT, it'll be like, boom. And I use it as like a better Google just to find out about random questions that are rumbling through my head, like dumb questions, and I'm like, I don't want to ask this out loud, and so I ask it, and I'm learning and I'm growing, and I think that's a good way to use it. Not let it do art for you. You know what I mean? Don't let it write songs for you. Don't let it write.
No, I support.
If you want it to like take something that you wrote and help you like edit it, a little slightly, maybe. But don't do.
Well, the thing is, when I use for prompts, or I talk to clients or to other people that are doing script, if they're stuck on a piece of dialogue or something like that, I'm not opposed for them to shoot that and to help them get the wording correct or whatever. That might help them. It's a tool.
Yeah, like give me a word.
But don't utilize that just to write the whole thing for you.
Exactly. Like I'll be like, ooh, what's another word for this, or what, and then I'll write a poem around that word that it gives me. But it could be a great tool for sure. Yeah. Did anyone?
Shop Small. What is that?
Woo!
Shop Small.
Yeah. What is that?
Support local businesses. Right. Support your locals.
Absolutely.
I mean, we might be big, but we're small. We're only $20 a year membership fee. So, and we get
love that.
We get very little help or almost no help from the arts in the state. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying we don't get that.
You're like, facts are facts.
And or grants and stuff like that. We're vying for a lot of things, and the cinematic arts is a weird bite to eat, right? So it's so large what the cinematic arts represents. If you watch a Marvel movie, you're seeing like 10 minutes of credits, and that's an army of people that have made that movie happen.
Yes.
That's landscape architects. That's food. That's your craft services.
And the thing the guy that holds
the boom mic operators, your sound operators. I mean, it's not just the technicals; it's everything behind it, and you also have to think about intellectual property law and the legals and the lawyers.
OMG. being on a set, like he's directed some short films and different things. It literally has blown my mind. And then I got on this Hollywood movie and seeing like with Peyton Manning, it's coming out soon. And there's Rainey Qualley is
might
the
be
star,
out now. It's February.
which is Andy McDowell's daughter, Rainey Qualley, whatever. So I got to play myself in I'm a pop star, famous pop star in this movie as myself, and it was in a sold-out Lucas Oil. But to see the team behind it, I mean, it literally.
It's fun to be a part of those productions.
That's what I mean. I've done a lot of extra work and behind the scenes. I've done PA work and some major motion pictures, and that's really what that's for. I mean, friends used to criticize me about, oh, what do you think you're tough? No, it's not about that.
It's a whole team that makes this.
It sounds like you got lousy friends.
No, well, it's about learning that, seeing how that works and how the minutia works of everybody working in, because
it's like a whole ant colony of people like doing this for the movie, doing all kinds of things.
Independent filmmakers more than anybody else need to learn the importance of pre-production and planning because our money is so limited, and we're asking people for free.
You need an excellent planner ahead, president of this.
Yeah. but that's why we try to help those support. Yeah, we try to support that.
Almost let out a cuss.
Fortunately, this is after the ABC broadcast, so that'll fly.
His mom, she'll know.
All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. Nathan, we want to get you on the road before the inclement weather hits. You got a bit of a drive, so we appreciate you. We appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, find us on our socials. We're all over the place.
IndianaFilmmakers.org, but go to the Facebook. We want everyone to follow Indiana Filmmakers Network on Facebook. Look for the 25th profile picture logo.
Also, if you can support, we have Film in Indiana, which has been around since 2011, or 2011, and that is support Hoosier Made filmmakers and actors and everything that you're doing. So if you're actively working on a video or a project of any kind, you can download those logos to put on your credits. And it gives support to Indiana, not just to us, but to Indiana.
Cool.
Did you say a website?
We love Indiana.
It's go to ours, but it's filmin.org. But it's Film in Indiana. It's been around for quite a while, but we are trying to push that. I don't know if there it is. Yeah. And if you have an issue with those links, let us know, because some people are having some issues with those links.
That looks great, though. Look at that with the aerial view.
Yeah. We want to partner with. We're making sure we're in tandem and not stepping on toes of the Indiana motion or Indiana movement. So we're all about supporting tourism in the state of Indiana, and every area of the state has a totally different dynamic to film in. And so reach out to your local parks and rec or tourism to film in your area. They might actually help you if you have a good project to work on, maybe a good script that they're interested in investing on. City councils or whatever. If it's not it's hard when you're like a horror movie sometimes, but that can happen.
Ooh, that can happen. That's my fave.
So there's a lot of resources that people forget about, and I'm not knocking anybody, but sometimes we're so busy working on our projects. We don't think that there's a creative community that helps to support us.
Right.
And that's what we're here for.
That is so nice, too. I mean, you have all types of events and stuff where you can just even talk to other filmmakers, producers, editors.
We will also do film. We're doing our field trips again this year. So the first one's coming up in March, and that's with Mark Raykop at the Bat Museum in Logansport, Indiana.
Cool.
We have 4 others like Sweetwater and a whole bunch of other ones that we're still trying to get those organized. But I'm really excited because those were some of our favorite things to do pre-COVID, and it's just been really hard to just juggle them.
To bring it back. Yeah.
But those are just like, good field trips that people can take and see what's in their areas.
There's a ton of stuff going on. President of the Indiana Filmmakers Network. You are the guy, and I cannot wait to work with you in the future. I have so many great ideas. We'll chit chat after the show about it. And
is it you or is it ChatGPT?
I am fair. No,
AI.
Never.
I'm AI.
That's right. Wow,
You're
so
not
realistic.
real.
Except for those fingers,
You're
man. They're
not
messed
real.
up.
If I was
Those
really
fingers
AI,
messed
I'd
up.
look a lot better than this.
Did you hear about that girl on the airplane? She was like, "You're not real." And she made the plane turn around.
She's probably right. Right.
You never
She's
know
like,
out here. I'm just gonna keep praying. Lord bless us all, and thank you again, Nathan Bechtold.
So we couldn't get you to partake in the Pepper Palace hot sauce. Maybe next time.
Hey, cook me a nice meal and incorporate that, and I will be back.
Nathan, it's hot.
We'll just do that. I'll come back down. We will talk shop. We'll just do that.
Sounds good. We'll have you down.
Because that way I get a free meal out of it.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Man, that guy's a genius. Did you just ChatGPT that?
It's in here. It's in my head.
Wow.
Are you?
It's good.
Are you ChatGPT, the original guy? No.
Maybe back in the day.
No, it's been literally brilliant, like picking your brain about all this stuff. You have done this and you know what you're talking about, and it's comforting to know that there is a community out there that we can go to.
I mean, I am one person. I wear a lot of hats. I do a lot of things, and I really appreciate that. But it's people in the community and people in our network that I have to really give kudos to, and the people over the years that have been hub support, hub leaders, helping to keep going.
Like
I mean,
people.
yes, exactly.
Like a whole
I
team.
really
It takes a
appreciate that.
team.
It takes a team, and a lot of people step away. They have other lives. They have things. So that's why I say,
time goes on. They have
if
things.
you want to volunteer, we make it work around you. Because the best thing that anybody can do in our network, and I've said this for 1,000,001 times, is just share the events.
Yeah.
I mean, how hard is that?
Yep.
Share the events.
If you like filmmaking, you're interested.
If you
share
can't
it.
go, if you know other people, make sure they know and utilize the social medias properly. Have respect for everybody in the community. Don't just go in and utilize it just to share your stuff. Understand that other people are sharing their stuff too.
Right, and like
support
it's
them.
a community. Get in there and step outside of your comfort
I mean,
zone.
since COVID, I think we've all gotten a little more pocketed, and I call it anti-social media for a long time. And I think that's the groups. The reason why they are sustained. And I can't moderate all the time, and we have great moderators. Don't
like
get me
you said,
wrong.
like 10,000 people.
Well, yeah, and that's just on one group. We also have multiple hubs and other groups. We also run Indy Animation, which is animation for animators and designers and storyboard artists and actors across the state. We do a lot of other things. We do documentary filmmakers. So who's your documentaries and visual storytellers groups? So
One-stop shop.
We do a lot.
Yeah.
So a lot's within our network.
And so if people just reach out to see what's there, then there's going to be something for anyone that's interested in the topic.
We also work with SAG-AFTRA in Chicago, so that's Screen Actors Guild AFTRA. I am setting up a large Actors Expo in April. Or June. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So
It's April now.
No.
Yep,
The pitch clinic is in April.
first,
The pitch clinic is in April.
Well, you're
April
gonna
1st.
be seeing me in all these things because I'm about to get real serious about, especially my acting. But we were talking before the show. My
we gotta get out
musical,
there.
the script. I'm about to write a big.
Yeah.
I've already written it, but I need to consolidate my thoughts to actually write the script.
GPT.
And I refuse.
Well, that's
I'm
that could help. I mean, I'm not knocking it. It could help you.
If I already have my script and I say, put it in the scripts.
It's a silent movie.
I'm so
I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I would say if you have
come to you first before I did that.
If you have your prompts and you want to get it organized, even like a business suites and stuff like that, like a proposal. I mean, yeah, you can go chat GPT. They have a lot of great resources for that.
It's pretty brilliant.
It is
the instant.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's a good little resource. Just don't abuse it.
Absolutely.
Don't abuse anybody or anything.
Keep the art real.
Don't
man.
hit. Don't hit people.
Don't hit.
Don't stab them either.
Keep the art real.
What?
Yeah, that's true. Keep it real. Really.
Keep it real.
Keep it 100.
Boom, boom, boom.
You want art from the soul, not from algorithm.
And it shows to the ones that know. It shows when you making a chat GPT song or poem or anything. I can tell.
Yeah.
Because I've been writing thousands of poems like for millions of days and days and days and days of my life, my whole life.
I think
so I'm like, I don't know about that one.
There is a disconnect though. So if we have a little time, there's a disconnect sometimes when you watch a Marvel movie or whatever. I think a lot of regular moviegoers don't understand of the sheer time that it takes to make that and the money and the why you have to arrange everything, get it all organized. People schedules, crew, cast, everybody has to be ready to go. And so we've done in the past the Independent Filmmakers Convention, which I'd like to bring back. We were going to bring it back during COVID. COVID happened. But we do a lot of different things. So it's like a mix between a broadcasters event. You get to see technology. You get to have panels talking about film and media and a film festival element to it too. But what the biggest thing is that we did in that, and I love doing that, and we've done these workshops, is that building a scene breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
So literally having just a piece of two people talking at a diner and just explaining how you do the over the shoulder.
The sets and stuff.
Yeah, but it's just a scene. So you can be an audience. You watch the scene for 35 minutes while it's being broken down, and then how it gets edited, and then what it looks like at the end. And that's just a time.
It's insane to see.
And
you don't
you
know.
get like 30 seconds out
You
of it.
never know that that's what is happening until you are like behind behind the scenes of a movie
Exactly.
or whatever, because it really is like, and before that it's in this it's in the script, but then it's in the scene by scene, right, where it's like a picture and it's like camera angle 90 degrees over the right angle, and then, you know what I mean, it's just like a lot. It's a lot people don't see.
Or who's doing what? Like, is it what's the first? What do people do? What is a first AD? What's a DP?
Where are you walking from? What direction? Where do we pan? Where do we pull?
U.S. craft service. That's always where I go to. Yeah.
It's incredible, like just the mini realm of filmmaking, and this is comforting to know, because
and Indiana has a lot of great independent filmmakers. I mean, like that you can go on Tubi, and there's, I think that right now I'm in like 12 movies on Tubi, somewhere like hiding in the background. I get killed.
You didn't tell us that.
I get killed in the background.
Murder victim number one.
But like, there's a lot of great movies. I mean, that have been filmed in Indiana that have a lower budget, or no budget, but they've been,
they're good.
They've made it to streaming markets, and so or just there's a lot of ways of just promoting and celebrating the independent artist, right? It's not just it is a small business when you look at it that way. So you can have the person who has a brick and mortar shop on Main Street, and it's hard for them, right? But it's also hard for the independent filmmaker to try to get their best friends around and film in their own backyard and make sure, does this look like
why they got hillbilly accents?
Because we're in Indiana.
Literally, we're in the country out here.
Does this look like
Billy Bob Thornton?
Hater. But
my name's Mater.
Mater. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, they shouldn't have been Hicks. I don't know why I did that, but sorry, guys.
It'd be like that out here sometimes.
But we're also, that's exactly who we're there for. I mean, yeah, we have a lot of wonderful people, professionals that do attend our meetings, and I'm grateful for that, because they can give feedback of what they've already made it. They've already done certain things. So
right.
There's great resources.
A lot of really cool people to learn from, to work with, and volunteer for this situation if that's anything that you're interested. Is that camera on me? Volunteer.
Volunteer now.
Volunteer. Hit up Nathan Bechtold.
Yeah.
Okay. President of Indiana Filmmakers, El Presidente, IFN, Indiana Filmmakers
Irish
Network.
and German.
Yeah. Thank you again,
Bechtold.
Nathan. You're the best, and we really appreciate you. That was really enlightening, and you will not be. This is not the last you'll be seeing of me, because we gotta get
back out there. I used to be part of the film community pretty hardcore, 20, 25 years ago when I first moved to Indy, and I miss it.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We're here.
You're gonna be seeing us.
I know. I'm
volunteering. Is anyone else?
And if it's not just IFN, I want other people to support their other local, like I said, affiliates and other people, like Christian filmmakers and other groups. You're not alone. Look for them.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah, and if they're not in your area, reach out to us, and maybe we can help you build that.
Yeah, because I'm sure
there's more work for me.
If it's not in your area, then you probably have a group of friends. And Nathan could make it happen, most likely.
Yeah.
You're a hard worker.
And again, thank you to everybody over the years that have made IFN and created IFN is what it is. I wouldn't have been able to do this and keep it up without those who have supported me and all those in the past. So thank you, guys.
Yes.
You betcha.
Tap it.
Thank you.
Boink.
Boom.
All right, everybody.
No
thank
hot
you
sauce
so
and
much.
no $50 district tab giveaway. We didn't hit 100 this time, but
buddy.
we're gonna give away that card at some point.
Yeah, thank you guys for viewing in. The hot sauce is happening next time. Thank you, Nathan Bechtold. Indiana Filmmakers Network. We'll see y'all next time on ABC In the Loop TV show.
Goodbye, social medias.
Social medias.
Medias. Goodbye.
With an S.
Goodbye.
Live stream Wednesday at 7, midnight Saturday on ABC, 24/7 inside Indianapolis hotels and on all podcast platforms.